which is the whole reason why I've got it. And it's probably the reason why I will get around to installing an SD card or a forward-facing camera into this car. I just need to route the cables, and I haven't done it yet. So, all in all, I hope this is helpful. Like I said, this really is a high-level walkthrough. As you can see, the UI is quick and responsive. There's no performance issues. Sound is good, I promise. You're gonna have to take my word for it, but it is good. I've got good speakers in this car, and so all in all, this sounds good as well. I hope this has addressed any questions for a real high-level functionality, and has been useful to you. All right, back inside. So as you can see, there are a lot of options and functionality there that you're going to add to your car, especially if you're coming from a place like I did originally with my E53 that had the original OEM stereo equipment and all of that, which was great and all, but it's really nice to bring that new level of functionality, backup cameras, forward-facing cameras, Bluetooth integration, navigation, apps, Pandora, everything that you would ever want, including, you know, Android Auto, Apple CarPlay, all that different functionality that you're going to be able to have and bring to your car. And this is a great way of doing it. If you checked out like I mentioned before, if you checked out my installation video, you can see that the install really isn't that hard and is something that you can do at home. So make sure to check that out. If you found this video to see what it looks like and you haven't checked out the DIY yet, definitely do that.